Okay, so we're here in Blender, and I'm going to move this up a little more so you can hear me a bit better. I think I may have broke the gears on my mic, so the holding thing keeps slipping. Maybe use pliers or something to hold it in place. Okay, so we're here in Blender, and as you can see, when we open up our dev kit, you get this beautiful cat face staring right at you. I did this that way I can get a really cool icon when you look at it in the full, like, big image thingies on Windows. It's fun. So I'm just going to scroll out a little bit and turn on our screencast so you can see what's going on. And we're going to come over here and select the cat that we're going to start working on. There's a mistake in a dev kit where I had two bodies activated. I have the Suki and the normal on. I'm just going to turn Suki off, and then we're going to work with the normal body because that's like pretty much the popular one. So over here in our outliner on our right side of our screen, you'll see a list of bodies that you can work with. All you have to do is select the eye and look on the list right here which model you want, and then select the eye, and then you will have all of the cats that are in the fashion series. I created a fashion body for everybody that we have out right now in the MK Ultra series. I didn't do one for the pocket and kitten size yet because I wanted to see how the fashion normal one worked. I didn't want to create a whole line of it and then people were like, oh, I don't like this. So if the fashion line does well, then I'll modify the rest of them to have the same thing. But for right now, we're just going to stick with the regular MK8 Ultra series. So I'm going to select the normal female with boobs because, like I said, that's the normal one that everybody pretty much uses. And this is going to be the body we're going to make our clothes on. So all we have to do is export her out from Marvelous Designer, and then we can start working on making clothes. So to export her out, we're just going to right click on her body, and if you are one of those people who need a head with your body like me, we can just press A and select everything and center over there. Now you can keep the tail on if you want to. This will help you know where the tail is to help you design certain things like pants or whatever. Or you can be clever and open up the skeleton and go into pose mode, and you can pull the tail down, and then you can see where the tail would be when you're making stuff. The downside to that is, sorry, my cat, we have new kittens, and they are blowing it up just now. Oh, Lord. How does such little butts make such a big stink? I say as I'm looking at my cat's little butt. Now, hold on one second. Whew. Alright, I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon, so I might as well hurry up. Problem with doing this is that, it'll be difficult to get under that tail for pants. So what I like to do is just select the body and the head, and that's all that I need, just these two for making clothes. So now we're going to export it in an OBJ format so we can use it in Marvelous Designer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, Export, OBJ, and I'm going to go to my desktop and create a project folder for us. So, Bladen project, and save it there. Now, before we hit export, I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to make sure I check selection only. That way we don't export the entire blend into an OBJ file. And I'm also going to uncheck the include UVs and write materials for that matter. This is because the Bladencat has transparent texture, and if we were to export it with the UV maps and materials on there, it will come into Marvelous Designer all transparent and wonky, and I don't really feel like fixing that, so it's okay if it's just a plain white figure. So I'm going to just hit export, and then that's it. We're going to move on to Marvelous Designer and start marvelously designing these clothes. However, there's one other stuff that I've recently been doing when I've been making clothes for this cat. I'm going to press Shift D and make a duplicate of it, and then press M and then send it to another layer down here. And I'm going to select this layer and I'm going to press S and scale it up a little bit. I'm not really sure how it is, just a little bit bigger than what it is now. And then I'm going to export this as Bladencat big. And same thing. Okay, so now we got it in, and we're going to go to Marvelous Designer and start making our clothes.